What's up, guys? It's Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro, former NFL football player, Houston Texans, New Orleans Saint. Now we're gonna get into press man. Now we're gonna finish up this series with Washington. Okay, I'm gonna show you Division 1A, what they're teaching their players, and some principles that remain no matter what technique we're using. Some very simple principles remain no matter what. Okay, so make sure you guys hit me up. Hit me up. If you have any questions, all you got to do is email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Ask for the training program. It's mind, body, spirit, everything you need to know. I show you videos, audios, everything, okay? So you need to get that. Time is now. All right. So this is Washington. Now I want to show you something. Okay. So what they do is they start off, or what they did, this is back in 2014, I think. But look, all right, so they start off in a staggered stance, which is okay. Because what? What do I always say? Everything has to come back to, okay, everything's going to come back to balance regardless. Okay? So let me show you. We did this a little bit. David Brown taught us this in Ohio. And Western Michigan, when Irvin Fryer's son, London Fryer, was there, and they had a couple other guys, I forgot their names, but they used to do the staggered stance, and then they would soft shoe out of it. I'm going to show you. Or hop back out of it. So watch this. Notice that he's not backpedaling. He's soft shoeing. And then what does it always come back to? Balance. So he's not backpedaling out of there. He's basically giving ground a little bit. This is the technique. Now notice, where are his eyes? Does everybody see their eyes? Yup. His eyes are on their way. So it doesn't matter what this guy's doing with his head. He could be faking me off. It doesn't matter. He can't go nowhere without his waist. So they start off in a staggered stance, which is cool because they're going to get back to balance. Everything always comes back to balance. And then notice how after he gives ground right here, he gives a little ground so the receiver can do all that motoring and all that stuff. Then when he declares, he shuffles. Notice the shuffle. He's not opening it up and turning and running. That's when you get got, baby. You get got that way. So shuffle. And then strike. Now, I would like a stronger strike. Now, I know they're working mostly on eyes and feet technique. And right here, they're doing without the hands. And that's good to practice, too. But notice, everything comes back to balance. Now, I will say something about the staggered start. The way they make it look. Okay? It's a good job by the coach. Like how you look at the leverage. Look how low he is. Look how low they are. The low man wins. Right? So watch this. Let's watch it again. Now, here's the thing about the staggered start and how they're doing it. When we do a staggered start, and I don't know if the ball is inside or outside, I usually don't like to do a staggered start with my inside foot up. So if the quarterback's over here, I'd rather not have my inside foot up. I'd rather have my outside foot up because then I can kind of pivot. Let's say they start doing audibles and all that stuff. What I can do is open up and pivot so I don't let him know what I'm going to do. See, you got to think about deception. It's one thing that I learned. I can't let him know what I'm doing. Now, they're practicing the drill. They're practicing the skill. So, obviously, he's not going to try to get me. We're going 25%, 50%. But what I'm telling you is, if you're going to do a staggered start, which is part of the techniques, this is part of what we do. It's two things. I don't want him to know if I'm going to jump jam him or if I'm going to soft shoe. Okay? I can do either or. Make him think. When he thinks that you're going to be aggressive, be passive. When he thinks you're going to be passive, be aggressive. Either way, he doesn't need to know anything what I'm about to do. Now, the way they're doing their their press with the staggered start, it's almost like this is probably the technique they always use. I don't know, right? I have to go back and watch their whole game film for that season. But what I'm saying is don't let him know. So I could jump jam you or I could soft shoe. You don't know, bruh. And you know what? You basically, like, he should be scared and nervous every time I press him because he's like, yo, what is this dude about to do? Is he going to jump jam me? All right? And watch how the receivers act when that happens. All right, let's keep going. Everything always comes back to balance no matter what, though. Now, strike. I want a firm, full strike. His shoulders should jolt back. Even if you're going back, you see how he's kind of going back, and then he gets back to balance, and then he strikes? Man, that should be a firm strike. Practice that MMA. Practice that boxing. Join a class. Look at the eyes. This is good job, man. Good job by your team. Nice. Look at the eyes. Overemphasize the eyes on the waist. Look at this. He can't go anywhere without his waist. I don't care what he's doing. He could be doing all these moves. Eyes, feet, hands. Eyes, feet, hands. This is a good job by the coach. Then he started with the stagger start. And that's okay, but everything always comes back to balance and good shuffling. We don't want to open up. We don't want to open up and give the what do you call it? Open the gate and give him a free release. You know, there's no free releases over here, buddy. You're going to have to earn it. Good shuffling. Good job. This is really good film because I want y'all to see and overemphasize the eyes on the waist and how important it is. And they're not doing they're doing without hands right here. Man, them receivers, man, they gonna have to deal with y'all, man. They gonna have to deal with y'all y'all DBs. So guys, practice different techniques, practice skills, but the same principles remain. The same principles remain. Everything gets back to balance. Use deception as a weapon and drill it. 10,000 reps. I need you to get 10,000 reps of good practice on one-on-ones against good receivers. How can I get 10,000 reps in, coach? Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. That's how you get it in. All right, so use my techniques, man. Watch all my videos. I demonstrate them. I have other people demonstrate them. And I want you to see Division 1A guys. It just does something for you, man. You know, you high school guys. And I'm going to show you some NFL guys doing it too. All right, make sure you email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Ask for the training program so we can get you right for next year, for this year, for these camps coming up. You better ball out at these camps. You better ball out during the season. Change your whole life. Your whole life can change today by what you do now. Put recruited in the subject line if you high school guys want to get recruited. If you have any questions, hit me up. And I'm going to go ahead and end the series with Washington DB drills. All right? Peace.